Hi, my name's Jen. And my name's Syra. And we're from the learning team at the Robert McLaughlin Gallery here in Oshawa. We're going to give you a small taster of what to expect for our school programs this fall. You can see the options for synchronous, outreach, and asynchronous learning for grades 3 to 8 by going to rmg.on.ca/learn.
We're going to be looking at this painting by artist William Drake as a quick example of one of the 3 programs called Your Order Has Shipped for grades 3 to 5.
The larger boat is an ocean liner, not to be confused with a cruise ship. We will learn more about her later. How many boats do you see in this painting? Look carefully, near and far. There are 4 boats. Did you get 4 or 5? You could have mistaken this object for a boat, like we did at first, but it's actually the dock.
You can see the different types of boats in the foreground. One looks like a floating house. Perhaps the artist was having fun with that one. Can you see the workers? How many are there? We think there is one person in charge. Which one do you think it is? They look like they are overseeing the loading. There's another boat near the ocean liner. What do you think is the purpose of this middle boat? Look for clues around and above it that might help you figure it out. Did you spot the cargo being loaded or unloaded? This tells us it's actually a cargo barge. To be more specific, it's called a dumb cargo barge. Why would it be called that? It's actually because it doesn't have an engine. The smaller floating houseboat that is tied to it is meant to tug it to its destination. Dumb barges are very cheap to make and run. They hold the cargo that has been unloaded from the ocean liner so it can quickly move on to its next port. Today, cargo barges are the size of a small island.
So this was painted in the 1920s, 100 years ago. What type of cargo do you think the liner could have been carrying out of New York? Most likely, the liner would have carried cotton, tea, and coffee. The clue was in the date that it was painted, which was in the middle of the Industrial Revolution. Ask your teacher about that. So nothing too exciting like toys or candy. The artist has added a few more people right at the top of the ship. It can be difficult to paint people, but can you see how the artist has cleverly made a few simple brushstrokes in different colors? How do you think we could figure out the liner's identity? Which country do you think she belongs to? If you have spotted the red, white, and blue funnel and guessed the US, you are correct. The colors and stripes on the funnels always relate to the country and the company the liner belongs to.
But she hasn't always belonged to the United States. She even had a different name. Can you guess which country owned her before? It's a tough question, so here's a clue. If you guessed Germany, you're right. She was born in 1901. This German ship transported German immigrants to the United States. She travelled back and forth for many years, but in 1914, while she was docked in the US, World War I broke out. Even though she belonged to Germany, because she was in US waters, it meant the Americans could claim her for themselves. Was that fair? And what do you think they turned her into?
We would love to tell you more about her journey through life.
If you book our synchronous live art making project for your students, we'll be using paint, mixed media and graphite on this chip paper.
We've made the options available to you as affordable as we can. We hope you are inspired by our interactive activities. Visit us online or give us a call. Bye!